today's video, we are reacting to This Is BTS, Introduction to BTS. You guys were asking for me to react to something like this, so without further ado, This Is BTS, Introduction BTS by xCeleste. Let's get into it. Come on. And I'm going to try and keep the subtitles in, like you guys were asking me to.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular?
See if I can...
BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea.
I'll fix
While
it.
the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s?
Whoa.
Look,
okay, so if you look at this, right? You do the math on this. That's 49% at least that are 30s and 40s. That probably that's bigger than the teenagers plus the 20+ percentages. And then you add in the 50+, 100%. That's so interesting. I mean, just look at the demographic here. I'm a big demographic guy, so this is kind of interesting to me. But just look at the demographic here. And 100%. There's nothing wrong with enjoying what you enjoy. So if you enjoy it, don't let... Oh, it looks like I'm like an alien. Wait, hold on. Let me fix that. There we go. All right. So if you enjoy BTS at all, and you catch flack for enjoying BTS, just... I know some people do. I've heard people talk about that before. I've seen that kind of in the... Maybe in my own sphere of friends as well. But, you know... And maybe that's where the little hate came from. But... Yeah, so if anybody tries to, you know, get you down for what you enjoy, don't listen to them. There's nothing wrong with it. I think they're good. It's good music.
And 21% are in their 40s. Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get
so wait,
a
it's not
better
the BTS
understanding,
ARMY?
let
it's
us go
just
back to
ARMY?
the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company and their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow.
Totally random, but is that award there? Is that the like normal? Like is that like the Grammys? Is that the Grammys of K-pop? You guys, let me know. Seems like a really nice guy. I don't know why. He just gives me like that nice guy vibe. You know what I mean?
To be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
방탄 meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017,
I'm sorry. We're 2 minutes in and I paused like 8 times. I'm sorry. There's just a lot to unpack here. Like, that's so interesting that you know they want to like preserve like good ideals and like good morals and stuff like that, and they want to be like quote unquote bulletproof to all these like the hate and stuff like that. So that's interesting, and it also relates to that song we just listened to, Mic Drop, that they you know they talked about, you know, my haters hate this, you know what I mean, like going up against their haters because they're bulletproof to like all the hate and stuff. There's a little like context, see? Oh, come on.
Value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth.
Even better message, in my
BTS
opinion.
debuted on June 12,
Both good,
2013 with 7 members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So
That's
at
cool.
first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personality.
That's so cool. That's a really good way to do it. That they all come together, no matter even if it's just between 2 people. And I get in some points maybe, you know, it's between 2 people, so it kind of should stay between 2 people. But like, think about like in a family, right? When somebody has an issue, it creates an issue for the whole family. So, in a way, BTS, because you know they've come and lived together, you know, so they're kind of a family in a way. So they have to kind of solve their arguments in a family style. That's really interesting. I like that. And I totally get that there are such hardships with people that come from different places that move into an apartment together, and probably that 100%. It's so weird. I've had roommates like that are just like, so. Hopefully you're not watching now.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength
That's so
and
cool.
support and formed a brotherhood.
See, like family.
머릿속에는 이렇게 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러워. 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아요.
That's cool.
소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거.
Their climb to the
I'm
top
sorry,
may
410 and I paused like 18 times. Again, I keep apologizing, but hopefully you guys are enjoying a little longer form video because I like to react to stuff like this. I like videos like this, so it'd be cool to actually react to this. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. But it's just cool that they all feel like that about each other. That it's like they're brothers and they feel weird without each other, and that these guys are such close friends, and that they just it's cool. I really like this. I like it. Seems like a real brotherhood. And you know what, J-Hope, I don't care if it sounds corny. I don't care. All right, look, it was probably fate. I mean, look, they have done incredible things together. So 100%, it was a destiny to meet. You know what I mean? 100%, it was meant. It was in the plan. This guy's playing right there, 100%.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a feat.
Really?
Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans.
Okay,
They
so
honed
guys, hear me out here. Is BTS YouTube music? It's not. It's not. 100%. Guys, I know it's not. I know it's not. Just like, you know what I mean? Like, cause you know they came up on YouTube. That's how they did it, and that's amazing that they were able to use YouTube to come up like this. I don't think people know that. I think. I wish that was more of a widespread thing, because I think people would really vibe with that a lot more, and I feel like a lot more people would be like me and like maybe come over and start to really get into BTS, even if they just knew that it was a type of that it came up from YouTube. Personally, I like that, and I like that they've done that, because a lot of times there's the mystique of artists, you know what I mean, and so kind of coming up like this creates more of a more just a back and forth between creators and their music and their fans, music creators or regular creators and their fans, which is what I like. It would be weird if it was just, if I was just making videos and that was it, y'all didn't know who I was. So, I don't know. This is so cool. Yeah. I can't believe they didn't get aired on shows either. Like, if they make it onto shows and it's good music, you should air it, right? Like, that makes sense to me. Maybe not. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own
Episode
variety
97
shows
it
and
says, by the way.
often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show
They really
award.
did come up from nothing.
Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajeki, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that.
Let me
in
know
the
if y'all want me to react to
description
that
box.
too.
Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world.
That's how you have to do it, right? That's how you have to come up. I mean, I get this. Like I said, I get the mystique, the kind of mysteriousness that artists have gone for in the past. I mean, like, artists such as, like, I mean, rappers mainly. Rappers are the ones that have kind of the mystique, whatever. And then YouTube rappers kind of broke that barrier, But it's like, it's just cool to have real people you can relate to. And that seems like what their message is that these are real people that people can relate to, And that you've watched them come up. They've come up from nothing. People have tried to stop them, to bring them back, but this is just such like a classic movie story. Somebody should make a movie about this. Someone should make a movie about all this, because this is really good. Also, a really good video, by the way. Shout out to xCeleste for making a really good video, because this is it's just really well put together. There's a lot of information in this.
To themselves while building a genuine
and that's cool. The
connection
BTS
with their
Army
fans
little
from
thing.
around the
It's
world.
cool.
During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly.
Really?
Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album
So people
of
actually
the
bought
year,
the physical?
and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States
Or is
alone.
does that also count
The
for
biggest kicker?
iTunes?
Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales.
That's smart.
For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket
Oh, I've
sold
seen
for
people
their
do that.
concert. These sales would count towards
Interesting.
charting numbers and
That's
become
really
an
smart.
industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts.
Yeah, that's smart.
In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise
39?
bundles.
Come on,
Without
people
the help
people can't
of
just come up by themselves. I'm joking. But like, it's crazy that these big artists need like the help, you know, of bundles to sell albums. I mean, like, all these big artists, like, I mean, DJ Khaled's a big artist. I mean, Taylor Swift's a big artist. All these different artists have to use that? That's so interesting that, I mean, it's smart to bundle them into merch, obviously, so you get more sales. And then BTS just does it without bundles, and they're the best-selling album of 2020. I mean, come on. That speaks to them. I mean, I know I said they came up from nothing. They came up from that crazy, horrible one bedroom to that. Come on. How do you not like that?
Sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of armies alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record.
They beat the Beatles too?
While these musical acts are
Jeez.
famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the
That's
21st
insane.
century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of
Yeah,
the
for sure. Stay true to
21st
you.
century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they
Wow.
officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7. All 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on
They
every
do
album.
it all? Come on! I mean, they're just more likable now. Even more likable now. That they produce, and I mean, you know, y'all had told me that they wrote, but you didn't tell me they produced, which makes me respect them a lot more because production is such a grind. It really is. So, I mean, absolutely, gigantic shout out to them for being able to do that, 100%.
All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association. And as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts
That's cool.
to their fans. Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female
Also really cool.
empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash
So
from people
cool.
in power. BTS are also
That is cool. That is really cool that they do this. Because, I mean, they're all things that need to be talked about. People need to talk about mental health. People need to talk about female empowerment. They need to talk about all these things because they're important topics. They're important topics for people that are young and have not heard it before. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just great that they talk about it. Just, it is. It 100% is. I mean, I don't know. It just is. 100%. But no, for real. This is what you have to do in today's society. Take risks. I mean, if you're going up against the government, come on. That's crazy they've taken that much risk in their career and still done this. I mean, also, you guys let me know if there's concept albums because I'm a big concept album guy. I really enjoyed Kodeka's I Didn't Mean to Haunt You. It's a good album, by the way. So I like concept albums. I know it's probably nothing that crazy of a concept, but still, I'd love to hear any of that.
all receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable as they are
Okay.
talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover
Which is
the
what you have to
details.
do.
One of BTS's few public announcements
People
was
who
in
like
November
publicize all their
2017
donations are just
for
probably
their
not
Love
good people and are
Myself
just doing it for
campaign. They
for the
partnered
money,
with
you know what I mean?
UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause.
That's so awesome.
The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide. On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly.
Wow.
On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later,
And they're going for everything. They're going for Black Lives Matter. They're going for climate change. I mean, mental health. I mean, come on. How do you not support this? They're just, oh, come on. I mean, like I said, the people who publicize their donations are the ones that are doing it just for, you know, just to do it. You know, they're not doing it for real. So, I mean, maybe they are, but they're just doing it for the look, you know. But the ones who do it in private and don't look for acceptance because of it are the ones that are doing it right. Just think about that.
The BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million
How do you find out about that?
to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million.
Okay, and the fan base is good. Like, I knew you guys were goated, but you're that goated? $1 million?
Of charity.
That's crazy.
With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual army volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers.
Awesome.
We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world, with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing
cool.
their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
Wow. And they're just so appreciative of their fans. I mean, you know, you can get big and just forget about the people who made you get big. And I mean, personally for me, like, obviously you guys have shown me so much love on these videos, and just everybody showed me a lot of love on all my videos. So, and it's hard to reply because there's so many comments, but I mean, they take the time to try and reply to so much, and it's cool. It's really cool. It's cool that they respect culture as well, and like Muslim prayer and stuff like that. I mean, that's so cool.
ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이
That's cool.
행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 그리고 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는
That's the mindset. That's the mindset you have to have.
결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 돼요.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 쉽지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이
They're doing the wave. Let's
방탄소년단을
go.
하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
Oh, that's so cool. Look at all the lights, the way they're moving too. I guess I handed him out.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 메시지
That's so
하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 줬어.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고
For
하면
sure.
무대 위에서도 나타나기
And I feel like people can see, always see through when you're burnt out making videos. I 100% think fans are super smart because they see when you don't want to watch a video, you know? Like, you just know, right? You just know when you don't want to watch a video. Or like when you're not wanting to be in the video, don't want to do the video. You know, I was saying watch the video specifically for reaction purposes, you know? But, you know, people know when you don't want to make the content, you know? So, actually wanting to do it, and it's just because you're doing it for the fans. I mean, it's just something special. It really is, 100%.
하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 거예요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이
That's so
되게
cool.
더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
You just tell that they value the fans.
알아봐주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
That's just beautiful speaking.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment. They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
Jeez. Shout out to xCeleste and everybody who made this video happen. Very good video. I really enjoyed it personally. You can just tell that they really appreciate their fans and that they're just really genuinely good people that are doing more than just making music. They're making a difference, which is cool. Hopefully that wasn't too corny, but anyways guys, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know what I should react to next. It's been Tyler. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and no, this does not replace a actual music reaction coming later this week. Peace out.